Hi, my beautiful Aries. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I missed you guys. I'm sorry. It's been absolutely crazy. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys, but I'm back. Thank you. For those that are new, please like, share, subscribe. Welcome to the channel. For those that are returning, thank you so much for your support. I really love you guys. You guys are really fantastic. You show up for the channel. You connect with me, I connect with you back. You know, I really do the best I can to get as many videos every month out as possible. For those that aren't new, know I'm going through tons right now and starting a new job, and that's why I'm all dressed up. For those that are new, I'm usually like hair up, either braided or in a bun, you know, in my tracksuit. Like, I mean, I'm just coming back from work, so I'm a little bit dressed up, and I do smoke weed. It's not the purpose of the channel, but definitely feel free to smoke up with me if you'd like. But yeah, I'm just getting ready and prepared to do your December 2018 reading. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm really trying to do my best to keep with the channel. I didn't get a video out for you guys for November. I think the last one was in October, so my apologies for that. But yeah, let's see what's going on now. And I do want to do, instead of just January, I'm planning to, hopefully I can do it because it's going to be like 15 hours of videos. I want to do a yearly forecast for January instead of just January, and I want to do it live too. So anyways, let's hope that gets done. But yeah, I'm settling in, so I should be able to get everything done. But yeah, I'm already almost halfway through the December videos. I haven't posted any yet. I'm just recording them because I want to post ideally all of them. But I'm trying to get it all done. So yes, guys, Holy Spirit, thank you, as always, for your unconditional love, support, and divine guidance. We are nothing without you. I ask you to spare some of your time to support this reading and channel any messages of encouragement and guidance to my Aries at this time. Any words of encouragement, let's provide them. Any trials or tribulations that they're going through, let's support them. Any good news that we can provide, let's do that, because that's my fave. And any other messages, Spirit, that I can deliver clearly to my Aries at this time, please help me to do so. Thank you. All right, guys, let's get into it. This is for Aries, December 2018 general reading. Overall energy is the Ace of Cups. Now, guys, it's in reverse. There are many readings for this, but I want you to understand the overall meaning of this card. This is love. And before any other love, because this is the first card, is love for yourself. This can mean a lot of things, but when I see this as the overall energy in reverse, I see some of my Aries lacking love for themselves. So before we go any further, if this is resonating, I don't want you to see this Ace in reverse and think it's love and relationship related. This is not. This is your overall energy. This is you. And I'm seeing a lack of self-love right off of the hop. But let's really get into what's going on for December. And for those of you that are struggling with self-love, I love you. I love you deeply. Honestly and genuinely, I love you. My prayers are with you. The fellow light workers that follow this channel, their prayers are with you. Because those are the people I attract. They will pray for you as well. Okay? In whatever form or fashion that they pray. All right? So let's get into it. I'm going to pull 4 rows, 12 cards, 3 cards reflective of the energy surrounding you right now in your near future, past or present, and then proceeding all the way into the end of December, okay? All right, guys. I've been doing this in silence. I'm trying to receive the message as they come, because I feel like if I talk during this portion too much, it gets very confusing if I try to read them after. Okay. All right, guys. Let's get into your reading. First off, I do want to address that I have 1111 here with the High Priestess. Okay. And I have I have the Four of Wands, also 1111 here. This portal that opened up November 11th, 2018. Was an order. I believe the true root cause of this portal opening up was to allow an incredible amount of divine knowledge, information, and guided spirit to help pull the collective vibration up. So I see that this portal is working this on you as well at this time, which would make sense since your overall energy is a need for self-love. I see that if you are being pushed in this way, you are being divinely guided at the same time. Know that you are not alone in this. Okay? So let's get into it, guys. I see some of my Aries at a time where they're feeling maybe a little isolated from in their home dynamic, whatever they consider to be their home close dynamic. That could be a relationship, your partner and children. That could be your family, friends. We're talking what you consider to be your home. This could also be your partner. But I see some of my Aries feeling very lonely at this time. Feeling alone, feeling like they're having to defend every and anything they say and do. And that they are feeling like they are slowly dying with this 10 of Swords in reverse. So I'm going to show you the cards really quick. Okay. Remember, everything's going to be upside down for you. So this is the first row. And this is reversed, upright, reversed. But it looks upright to you. Okay. I mean upright, upright, and reversed. So this is going to upside down, and upright to you. Okay. Here you have the High Priestess in reverse, the 8 of Wands upright, the 2 of Wands upright, the 7 of Swords in reverse, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Wands upright, the Chariot upright, and the 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay? All right. Okay. So, like I said, I see a lot of my Aries feeling quite lonely right now. And feeling very isolated in their own family dynamic or with their partner. Feeling like they've had enough, feeling victimized, and feeling like they can't tune in to the energies around them. They're not seeing anything clearly. They're feeling that their intuition isn't serving them at this time. There might be some confusion, and this energy within yourself is causing you to isolate yourself from your own family, causing you quite a lot of pain I'm seeing here. But following the High Priestess in reverse, which is either secrets coming out or a lack of tapping into your own divine knowledge, or sorry, your own intuition. Have the Eight of Wands upright. So this is an epiphany. Okay, to me, in the wand suit, I would consider this similar to the Ace of Swords. This is an epiphany, or this is communication coming in very quickly. And we'll get clarification because I have my clarification deck here. And by the way, I'm using a new deck. I have a Universal Tarot deck I'm using. I finally got it, guys. Yes. And I'm using During Virtue Archangel Michael. These are absolutely beautiful. I forgot to pull it for the last reading I just did, which really sucks. But that's okay. I'll pull it for you guys. Hopefully I don't forget. So yeah, this information, this epiphany that you either get sitting and meditating with yourself. This could also be an epiphany you get from information that you read and research yourself. But this could also be communication that comes into you. It has you, okay, looking out. It has you going from the Four of Pentacles back to the Two. So whatever information that comes in to you, whether through outside sources or your own epiphany from the downloads you receive spiritually, it has you looking outwards at new possibilities. You're at a crossroads, right? Do I start again? Do I not start again? Do I leave? Do I stay? And what I see driving this decision, what I see you battling with is there has been a certain level of deception and cheating behavior and stealing behavior that has caused financial ruin, and it has caused you to feel like you were left out in the cold. Now, you could also have made somebody else feel this way, or you could be the reason. You have to interchange it, guys. You know this. If you watch tarot, you guys know this already. This is what's driving you to go back from the Four to the Two. So you have the Four of Wands, and this is where, beside the Nine of Wands upright and the Ten of Swords in reverse, this is you're feeling alone in this dynamic here. You're feeling like you're slowly dying in this already established Four. And I see some information coming in, whether epiphany or external information, that causes you to consider going back to Two and rebuilding again. That's what this person is. They're looking for the third wand. They're deciding if they want to embark for the Four or if they want to stay at the Two where they're at. But regardless, considering the Four has already shown up in your reading, this is a starting over. Some of my Aries are considering starting over. They want to change. They want to remove themselves from a partnership, family dynamic, or group of friends. And this information, we'll get clarification on this Eight of Wands. Whatever it is, it shakes shit up. And what's driving this is there's deceitful behavior, and you deciding, I'm done with the cheating, I'm done with feeling left out in the cold, I'm done with the financial ruin, and whatever issues you're feeling is affecting your finances. And you're deciding come the middle of December, you're done with that. And I think for my Aries that have self-awareness, this Two of Wands is also indicative of you realizing, how can I make that different? And you figuring it out, because my Seven of Wands Swords is in reverse and my Five of Pentacles is in reverse. Now, what's also in reverse, though, is this Ten of Pentacles, meaning that a lot of my Aries decide to leave this already established Four and go back to Two, however that happens. There's no pentacles here at this stage, but if other than this 10 of pentacles in reverse, this could also mean you leaving a job, taking a cut, knowing that it'll bring you more benefits or a better future. So if you're leaving, if you got offered a job with a bigger, better company, paying the same with a lesser title, you might take it because you know that you have further to go in a company like this. So you leave the already established employer you're with to embark in a new journey, maybe even a new career path. So some of you might have finished school, exhausted about it, and ready to just, leave the employer you're at and go embark in, yes, it will be a financial cut, but it is in the direction that best serves you. Okay. And I think you know that you have to, there's a certain level of stability that is no longer going to be accessible to you if you decide to walk away from this original 4. Okay. Just because you're not happy here right now or that it's not working out here doesn't mean that there isn't abundance here that you're going to have to sacrifice if you do, in fact, want to start over. Because I do see for my Aries that do start over, yes, you're no longer dealing with the cheating. Yes, you're no longer left out in the cold, but you also don't have the household stability that you've been accustomed to for quite some time. Some of you even over 10 years. Pentacles are typically months or years. Okay. Guys, before I go into, I want to address and I want to collate this overall energy and how it affects what I've read so far. I think that this epiphany could change this and turn it to this, which is why I believe a lot of you are looking to rebuild, not because you're looking to, or this could be applying to somebody else, your partner even, for the cross watchers. But I believe that whoever is deciding to start over is doing it not because they want to step out on their responsibilities or cause issues or cause drama or cause inconvenience. It's more because there is an awareness my Aries have that they're lacking self-love. And a lot of you are trying to take the steps in your life to make this go to this. And I think a lot of you need to trust your instincts. You're not trusting your instincts because you are letting your ego play too much of a role, which is what happens when you're involved in a toxic situation too long or battling with other egos for too long. It's very hard to detach from that way of thinking, especially with those people, which is why a lot of my Aries are saying, okay, I need to start over. Now that's fine. But if you start over, please understand where you caused the discomfort in your own situation, how you manifested that. Because if you're in a relationship and it's not working out, trust and believe if you go to another relationship, your issues are going to magnify because you're going to realize there are certain coincidences here. This person didn't know my ex. Why is this playing out the same way? And then there's this epiphany that, oh, maybe I'm bringing this. Maybe I'm doing this. And now some of my Aries have done that. That's maybe what this 8 of Swands was this epiphany about. Sorry. This epiphany about maybe, okay, this is my problem. And deciding to start over. Yeah. I do see that. And listen, for my Aries that are looking to do that, if you believe that is going to get you the self-love that you need, then do that. Okay? Retrograde season is really causing people to look at their relationships. There's a lot of relationships, divinely guided relationships coming together and relationships that are no longer serving individuals coming apart. With Venus retrograde in October, November, and then now Mercury retrograde now, I really know that this is taking its toll on you. For my Aries, a lot of you are going through some heavy shit right now. Anytime I see, the Four of Wands surrounded by such aggressive, defensive cards, I know that there's trouble in the household or in a partnership, you know, and a lot of people are with divine partners or with their twin flames, but need to separate from them in order to strip their ego. Some people are with the right people. They're just not behaving the right way or taking the necessary steps as individuals to be better people so that their union can grow. And if a union doesn't grow, what happens? It gets all mucky and it starts to rot and stink and stunt, right? And that might be what some of my Aries is realizing has happened, and is why for some of my Aries it's worth it to start from the beginning. But just know that if you decide to go back to the 2 from the 4 in order to embark in a new path, there is going to be a hit to your household. Okay, if you are in a relationship and you decide to leave your partner, please understand you're going to have to divvy up. You're going to have to deal with all the apartment, if you're living together, you know, the leases, if you've got them together, all that. You know, if you have kids, the co-parenting schedule, rent, bills, all that. So just know, if you are walking away, you know, prepare for that. And for those that are single, a totally different message. For those that are single, you have no fucking clue. And I know for my single Aries, you are going through it. You are feeling very alone. Very alone. Feeling like all the past hurts and relationships that you've been through are the only thing that you have to show for love. Or all you have to show for love is all these swords. Meanwhile, you have no idea that the 444 portal opened up for you this divinely guided communication, blessings, you know, synchronicities, serendipities, and it's safe. It's safe. It's safe. And you know it's safe because you go forward. Some of my single Aries have no clue what's coming. Your intuition doesn't even... Spirits know how to, even the most in tuned, because a lot of my Aries are divinely guided as well. Even you guys have no clue what's coming to you. Your intuition can't tap in, and you might be feeling very dark right now and not seeing the light. I need you to tap into your inner angel and let that light show you. Because this high priestess very well could be upright looking at the wands, at the 8 of Wands, being like, I know you're coming. But you're not seeing that. Because I think a lot of you are consumed with the past hurt. And that's okay, because the Venus retrograde forced you to look at that shit for 40 days. Mercury retrograde is having you now look at yourself, okay, internally. And that's just always a great fun to do. So, you know, you're not seeing it yet, but it's coming. I mean, 8 of Wands, like, they're going to be hitting you in your, like, it's coming, okay? And it's free of many of the things that had stabbed you many of times in the back. The cheating, the lies, the deception, the disloyal, the betrayal, all of them. Because here I have the 7 of Swords in reverse, your 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So the cheating and the left out in the cold and the abandonment and the lies and the deception and the, you know, all of that. Whatever's coming in is free of that. It really is free of that. But you might be questioning the stability, because for some of you, you've created a lot. Some of you might have kids. Some of you might have, you know, career successes, and you're questioning. And what it is that you're questioning is this new energy that comes in. Because I believe this is for my single Aries, this is a new energy coming in, and you are questioning whether or not it will take from your abundance. Some of you might have really, in your past relationships, one of these swords might have been a financial loss. And you are not fucking having it with the finances. A lot of my Aries are quite stable at this time, or might be recovering from a previous relationship financially, and you guys just came out of financial ruin pretty much, and you're not having, you know, anybody come in and fuck with that. But what's cool is that the Three of Wands shows up here. So we have the 2, the 3, and the 4. The 4 comes out first. The 2 comes out, and then the 3 in reverse. So a lot of you, this energy that comes in, it could be a fire sign. So this could also be your energy. It could be another fire sign. So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But I also have Cancer here as well. I have Cancer here actually twice with the High Priestess. And I have quite a bit of, I have Pentacles here as well, right? So Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So I think for many of you, if this King of Wands is your energy, that this decision or whatever it is that comes in has you feeling very confident, because you know it's, for one, not going to leave you in the cold, or there's no deception, or these red flags aren't associated with it. And 2, because you stood up for yourself and said, regardless of what comes in or how exciting it may be, I'm not going to let it affect my my abundance like I have in the past. Okay, I think a lot of my Aries are recognizing and identifying their own self-love. The only reason why it was in reverse is because I would have read this totally different if it was upright. I think a lot of you, the overall energy is self-love. That come the end of December, you've acquired, you've gained, and you've given to yourself in a beautiful way. And what that brings in is victory and a chance to move forward. And for me, I think your ships come in. For my single Aries, I see your ships coming in, and you deciding, I don't need to look any further because it's right here, and I'm gonna move forward with this. And I want to pull some clarifications, because if we get the 4 of Wands again, boy, jeez, Spirit, now I'm making a mess. Spirit's like, stop screaming. Spirit's like, you gotta calm the fuck down. Throwing all the cards around. Spirit, can we get some clarification here on the current energies? Because I want to do it in chronological. Thank you, Spirit. This reading is great. So we have the 8 of Cups. This is the current energy. A lot of you are, like I said, considering walking away from something. Right? Maybe not doing it currently, but really considering doing it. And that could be walking away from anything. But it's like you walked away and then you look back and you went back. Right? So for some of you might have already tried to go to the 2, from the 4 to the 2 of Wands already, and have come back. And now you're really just like, I shouldn't have come back. This is actually really fucked up. I'm feeling even more lonely. Why do I keep coming back to this relationship or this situation or to this dynamic? Spirit, can I get clarification on this 8 of Wands? This 8 of Wands, Spirit, please clarify this 8 of Wands. This epiphany, this communication. I mean, that could be read multiple ways. I see this as being, it could be indicative of a third party. So you get information about a third party situation in your relationship, and it causes you to decide to leave the relationship you have and take your 2 fucking wands and go about your business. This could also be indicative of the information that you get that comes in being something that you celebrate about. So it's hard to say with the Three of Cups upright, right? I don't know. Spirit, can I get clarification, further clarification on this Eight of Wands? Whatever this Eight of Wands is gonna create healing and balance and is something you have hoped for. Whether it was a way out, whether it was the courage to leave, whether it was if it was this information that comes in is exactly what you've wanted to hear because you know it's true, and it totally takes you out of feeling abandoned and feeling good. I mean, Spirit, can I get clarification on this third row here with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Some of you, for those of you that are in a relationship, some of you are considering leaving your partner for someone else, and you have a decision between two. This could be a younger person to you. This could be an earth sign again, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But I'm seeing a decision. My Aries are struggling between either another fire sign and an earth sign, either themselves and their earth sign partner, or no sign, but just another person. Just another person is what is prompting them to start over. So for my Aries that are leaving their current situation, it isn't to just run into this. No. Because I see you taking your 2 sticks and standing by your fucking self. I don't see another 4 here where it went from 4 to 5. No. You took your fucking sticks and went about yourself. But there is still a choice. Now, it could be a choice to go back. It could be a choice to embark with somebody new. But I see it was to clarify this. So you're deciding if maybe this person comes back. Maybe you're getting communication if you do decide to leave your partner that you are in a relationship with, or a member of your family or a friend really comes to you in a genuine way, an honest way. And it's really ultimately what you've been waiting for. But now you've finally got the courage to dead that shit, and you need to decide if you're going to stay. Have they grown up? Are they more matured? Well, regardless, I have the Knight of Wands here and the Queen of Wands. Those are 2 very mature energies. Your energies, fire sign energies, Aries. And with this Chariot here, that's victory. That's moving forward. That's clarity. That's unity. That's balance. That's yin and yang. That's victory. Okay? Spirit, can I get clarification on this this Chariot and this 3 of Wands in reverse? Chariot upright, 3 of Wands in reverse. Spirit, please clarify. Let's clarify, Spirit. The energies going into December, or leaving December, going into the new year for my Aries. Final energies of 2018. Yeah, a lot of you guys decide, if you do meet someone, if you are in a relationship, and there is somebody that you are considering, but because you're coming out of a relationship, you know that they're king status, but you can't proceed. A lot of my single Aries are coming out of singlehood. See, I told you. For my Aries, they're coming out of singlehood, and they're coming out confidently, and that's why the Ten of Pentacles is here, because you're like, I have abundance, I have earned shit for myself. I need to be sure that you're not gonna fuck with my finances and my shit. My heart is one thing, but my household, my finances, everything I work so hard for, you're trying to take half? Nah. There's that. For those of you that are Coming out of relationship, I see you resting because you have not fully healed. I have the 10 of Swords again in reverse. So a lot of you go into the new year moving forward, but you still needing to heal from your past and taking some time to meditate and really think about what it is you walked away from. Please know that there is a shock period if you are leaving, leaving home. For my young people who are leaving home, there's a shock value and you're feeling excited and you're like, oh my God, I've left home. And then reality hits and you're like, oh my God, my parents paid for all this and I'm actually out here in the elements. Or, if you've left a relationship for a long time, it might feel good for the first few months, but then you have to deal with what it is you walked away from. And that might cause some pain, and it will take a little bit of healing and meditation for you to just absorb all these wounds, right? Because you're not done with it, and you won't be done with it at the end of December. If you are walking away or just came out of a relationship, December isn't going to be the end of that. Doesn't mean that there isn't other energy surrounding you. For my female Aries, I have a grown-ass male fire sign. I have a semi-mature earth sign. I've got the Chariot here. That man looks pretty prominent, mature. If you're female, if you're a male, I've got the Queen and the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay, like there's very mature energy here. A lot of my Aries have really elevated or are being forced to at this time. So if you're feeling a lot of pain, know that they're growing pains, okay? And that your angels are with you, promoting your growth and development. You do not cry alone. Even when you think you are alone, you are not. You are being held, supported, and divinely guided by all the angels that do not sleep. And a lot of my Aries are releasing negative ties and energy. They're releasing the holds that the devil have on them and have probably had karmically for years. Trust and believe, when you break karmic cycles, okay, these kind of karmic cycles, you do them for your bloodline. That's why it's so painful. That's why it's so heavy. And that's why it took so many fucking lifetimes to do it. You are doing it for generations of your ancestry. True, you don't even know. Okay? Be strong. You guys are built. Judgment. Some of you might be refusing to decide to make the necessary changes that you need to be happy and have and act in self-love. Okay? Some of you are dropping a lot of shit. Because I've dropped at least 5 of these cards out of my hand. A lot of you are dropping and leaving a lot of shit behind. A lot of you are traveling. Look, I've got 2 knights. Yeah, I've got a lot of immature energy and mature energy. Some of you are acting, some of you could be acting in this immature energy because I have the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and then the Knight of Wands. So this could be all the different phases of the Aries watching and all the different energies you're encompassing at this time. This could be other fire signs around you or other people that encompass this energy. But I have immature energy, semi-mature energy, and like really mature energy. And, I think that's really a sign of needing to be cognizant and aware of when you are being mature, when you're not being mature, when somebody is in a mature state, when they're not, because that's going to help you identify when conversations are appropriate and when they're not. When to have serious conversations about your home, your children, your relationship, whatever, and when they're not. Because if you're in an immature energy, don't start trying to talk about profound shit. If your partner or your family member or your friends are not in a mature state, don't start fucking trying to, you have to have tact, self-awareness, and understanding, or there's people around you that need to have that. Either way, I'm seeing my Aries healing, taking some time to reflect on all these swords, okay, because I have the 10 of Swords twice. There are a lot of There's a lot of pain that needs to be released that is not being released right now. And if you are trying to leave your current situation because you think the grass is greener on the other side, it is not. Because nobody is going to want you with all those wounds unless they have the exact same amount of fucking wounds as you. And look how that party's going to be. There's going to be blood all over the floor. It's going to be a very sad situation. It's going to be a funeral in a couple of weeks. It's a very sad sight. Those relationships do not last very long. They're called rebounds. So do not get trapped in a rebound situation, because it will only add to the pain you are trying to heal. And a lot of my Aries are not having that. Why? Because they already know they need to meditate, heal on their situation. They're already aware and self-aware that they're not done and they're not healed. So why go about it? They're just going to sit, meditate, and heal. Why? Because they're aware that they need to love themselves more. And that is why this really is upright. Okay, guys? Yeah, some of you are very discontent in your current situation and you're not having it anymore. You're not content. Some of you are not being grateful. You are not seeing the blessings that have been given to you. You're looking at what you don't have instead of looking at what you do have. There are karmic consequences for that. I pray that God has mercy, which he always does. But if you need to take an inventory check and see and make sure you are being grateful for everything you have, because then all of a sudden these swords start popping out. You start to heal. Okay? That's the underlying energy of this confirmation deck, okay? You need to be strong. Okay? King of Wands again. All right, guys, that's your reading for December. I wish you the best. I am praying for you guys. All right? I'm going to come back in December and do the January readings, really just going to be a yearly forecast. I'm going to do it for hopefully all the signs. I want to do them live, one a day, because it's going to be about 15 hours if I keep them at an hour, which I'm sure they'll go over. I mean, my monthlies are 42 minutes to Christ. For God, I know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, but you get me, right? All right. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting this channel and sticking with me. For those that are new, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining the channel. Come as you are welcome. Okay, there's nothing but love and light workers up in here. All right, we don't accept no demons. You should see how they get cussed out by me and other people in the comments. It's amazing. All right, so just know you're safe here. You're loved here. Let your inner angels live, and I will see you in December. Ciao.